on his face was plain to see. I just smiled faintly. The doctor said it's a bad break. I'm not supposed to put any weight on it for a while. Sophie stepped forward. Don't mind Sherman, she said with a dismissive wave. He's just used to being blunt from his time abroad. He's like this with everyone, except me. Another pang of bitterness shot through me. It was true. He was always gruff. But with me, he used to be. I pushed the thought away and looked at Sophie. Are you sure you want my help? Of course, she chirped. After a few more minutes of strained small talk, I sent them on their way. That evening, Sherman called. He told me to be ready tomorrow morning. We were going to see the wedding planner. My fingers gripped the phone so tightly my knuckles turned white. I was greedy for the sound of his voice, but terrified at the same time. It had been 7 years since I'd heard him like this, just the two of us on the phone. Back then, I used to fall asleep every night to the low, comforting rumble of his voice in my ear. I was lost in the memory when a woman's voice shattered the silence from his end. Sherman, come dry my hair. I snapped back to reality and managed a quick, okay. The moment I answered, he hung up. Listening to the dead dial tone, tears I didn't know I was holding back began to fall. I knew this was coming. But seeing it, hearing it, knowing he belonged to someone else now, the pain was a physical, aching thing. Sherman had told me to be ready at 10 a.m. I was so anxious that I had my mom wheel me downstairs at 9:30. We waited and waited. By noon, he still hadn't shown up. When I tried to call, he declined it. My mother tried to coax me back inside several times, but I refused. Getting out of the house had taken every last ounce of my strength. I knew that after this, I might never leave again. Finally, at 1 p.m., he called. They were coming down. My mom was furious, but I pleaded with her until she managed to paste on a neutral expression. As soon as I was in the car, Sophie turned to me with a saccharine smile. Sorry about that, Nina. Sherman and I were up a little too late last night. I just couldn't drag myself out of bed this morning. My hand clenched in my lap. Sherman, after stowing my wheelchair in the trunk, glanced at me in the rearview mirror as he got into the driver's seat. Why are you explaining anything to her? He said coldly to Sophie. The familiar ache returned. I just turned and waved to my mom through the window. He drove fast, the car lurching in a way that made my stomach churn. I bit my lip and endured it. I remembered how it used to be. After he got his license, he would always borrow his dad's car to take me out. He knew I got car sick, so he drove so smoothly, so carefully. I got sick in taxis, on buses, but never, not once, in his car. He slammed on the brakes and my weak body was thrown hard against the back of the seat. A wave of nausea washed over me and a small whimper escaped my lips. From the front seat, I heard his mocking laugh. You don't actually think I'm still going to drive carefully for you, do you, Nina? No sudden stops? No speeding up? I wiped a tear from the corner of my eye. No, I said, my voice quiet. You should be careful for Sophie. She's your girlfriend now. You're damn right she is, he sneered and stomped on the accelerator.